New York's Governor Cuomo made up this thing called the Commission to Investigate Public Corruption. The commission is headed by a New York politician named Kathleen Rice, who it turns out is a big old hypocrite. The commission just released their first self-righteous report, where they express outrage at all the corruption going on. It skewers other politicians, naming them outright and accusing them of embezzling, misusing funds, you name it. The report then declares that while all of this conduct by public officials is wrong, it's also legal. So the document goes on to detail how to fix these deplorable yet legal actions, which include pay-to-play arrangements, misuse of campaign funds, conflicts of interest, and this one's the kicker, loopholes. It's the kicker because Kathleen Rice is so guilty of using those legal loopholes herself. You see, in New York, corporations can only donate up to $5,000 to political candidates every year. But there's a very legal loophole which allows them to give more money to candidates by creating LLCs, which can donate up to $150,000 per year. Corporations can create a bunch of LLCs, so through this loophole, they can donate virtually limitless amounts of money to candidates. And that's just how Kathleen Rice has pocketed more than $1 million. Since 2010, she's received 44 donations above the normal $5,000 limit through LLCs. Shady LLCs, whose owners are really hard to trace. Figuring out who's really behind them is next to impossible. Rice's spokesperson, of course, is coming to her defense. He said that she joined the commission to fix those loopholes. He said if you're going to be serious about public service, then you've got to be serious about fundraising. I guess you've got to be serious about posturing, too, because that's the only thing this commission seems to be doing. They're already negotiating with the politicians they point the finger at to water down subpoenas they've issued. Others on the commission are just as guilty of things they condemn in the report, too. It's not just Rice. The whole thing is so gross, and it boils down to this. If you're going to be serious about public service, then apparently you better be willing to be a serious hypocrite, too. Tonight, let's talk about that by following me on Twitter @TheResident.